Hi. So it's me. This is my face, and this is Ivan. It's proper fancy, and today we're gonna finish painting Ivan. Yeah, we got Ivan, and we got his swirly shield bit, and last time we started Ivan, and we kind of finished like the Ivan part of Ivan double agent. Uh, but the double agent comes in two parts. And we've got this um, weird shadow shield conjure thingy. So yeah, painted the NMM. Like I paint a lot of true metallics when I paint weird miniatures, but sometimes I decide to go NMM. Like I'm not exactly one of the experts, but yeah, things looks pretty good. I think we might want to tidy up some of that a little bit. Um, so how are you people in the chat doing? My back of my neck is really pretty hurty right now. So if I'm a little slower than usual, that's it. Like a little slower to respond, or just somewhat reminiscent of a sloth for some reason. That's the reason, you know. Can't all have our most energetic days every day. But yeah, I thought I'd just a little bit of white to like reinforce the shine, the bottom of the panels, because I looked at it and I thought that like it was a little too dark in some places. I wanted to give it a little bit more contrast, a bit more pop. We can't all be dog, no. His butter never runs out. Yeah, no. I mean, I really need to take care of my body a little bit more. Like when I had COVID, I was pretty stressed because I was already lagging behind a little bit with work, and then I was like out for more than a week, and that made me a bit tense. And since then, my neck has been horrible. But I just have to take care of myself and go get some massage, keep exercising. I should be fine. Got happy news for Dog if it pops out, because I've now actually played a game with Marcus Alpha, or Barcus as Dog used to calling him. That was a lot of fun. Marcus Fan Club. Right, I noticed that my image is horizontally mirrored, and I noticed that last stream, but it might be something I've done with the camera, but I forgot to check up on that before today's stream. So yeah, it's mirrored. Whatever. That's my right hand. Typical English Ivan tricks, you know. Contrast your eyes. Hi, Boomstick24. That's nice to hear. Oh, you fixed it. Thank you. The magic. Thank you, Kim. Kim did some condition removal spell. So how are you doing, Boomstick? Hi, Guslado. Yeah, I was just saying that I was I'm a little tired and I don't have a lot of energy today. Like, I thought I slept well. Like, I'm exhausted today, and my neck hurts a lot, and just have a bit of a slow day. And then Kim mentioned we can't all be Guslados. Apparently, your batteries never run out. Is that true? And how's LVO? It or has has that been that was this weekend, right? Yeah, I've seen pictures, so it's been exhausted right now. Yeah, that makes sense. Was it a good time? Nice. So many exclamation marks worth of awesome. That makes me happy. Wish I could have been there. Imagine people were real happy to meet up and play games and hang out. Uh, oh yeah, and Guslado, I had a game actually this Monday, and I tried out Barkus for the first time. That guy's brutal. Holy shit! And then a while into the game, I was like, "All right," and then I'll swap to. Wait, no, I can't swap upgrades. I'm out of upgrades. So I had 11 upgrades on the board. Guy's nuts. Ikima had a rough time trying to assassinate Marcus. I played against Philip, who has the beautiful Nikima crew that weird shared, or at least weird shared the Nikima model. So looks a whole lot of good. Yeah, yeah, and it's not very hard. I find, though, you have to be a little bit careful because suddenly you might not have an easy time moving them around and switching between some of them. But I didn't find it to be very hard. Like, I was feeling a little sorry for my opponent because like switching them around all the time. Like, okay, which ones can't I charge now? Which ones can't I charge this time? And stuff. Yeah, that's a good way. And yeah, that's good. Something to keep in mind. It's also pretty nice to just sack them for positives and suits, and then place them on other guys. It was a bit of a luxury problem, really. Santa says it won't work well with Barkus. Okay. All right. It's gonna be one stone more expensive, right? Or maybe that doesn't matter if Barkus is not the leader. So what you lose when you play the marker's tile instead of the original is that you lose on card draw, you lose accomplice, and you lose the discount for beasts that are not chimera keyword. All right. Oh, so the upgrade is stuck on the Rex, right? But he can give the Rex an upgrade though, right? Or is... Because when it discards it, it can jump onto the Rex, I think. Or is that just chimera models? Oh well. Don't have the card here with me. Whole lot of fun though. Had a silly thing, like at the end of the game, like, okay, it doesn't really matter what I do with Koyo now. I just need to move into the middle to take the last claim jump points. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna charge the Blackblood. No, charge who's the guy? Shotgun Nephilim and toss him. So flip the card to toss him. I got the trigger to... Nah, not Maurice. Nephilim with wings and shotgun. Hey, Redden. So flip the card, and I was like, ooh, that's the trigger. Hard throw. So Hey, Redden lost his defense duel because I threw him into a mausoleum. So it took 2 damage. And then I had a hard throw. So that's a 1, 3, 4, I think, damage flip. And I flipped a red joker. So he just died instantly. The good old winged T-Rex. Gotta love that camouflage. Turns out it's pretty difficult to touch a monster with defense willpower 6 and disguised and stealth and butterfly jump and armor. Who would have thought? So I'm soon gonna start to paint the swirly shadow bits. So what was the highlight of LVO? What do you say? Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna try some Slanish gray on the shadow swirly bits. We'll see if that works out. They have like an undercoat of black, and then I've sprayed airbrushed Dark Reaper Citadel paint over, and then I've roughly shaded it with black. And so the shade on here looks really rough. It doesn't look right. But yeah, we're gonna make it look good. So just experimenting a little bit by throwing in some Slanish gray. This is like a gray with a little bit of lilac in it. Good afternoon, Viruk. How are you doing? Usvada says, it was great to see players come together from all over the place. I thought my drive up was long, 22 hours. Holy shit. But there was a bunch of guys who drove down from Banff, Alberta. Wow. That's cool. It's a real pilgrimage. Yeah. I imagine a lot of people thought it was great to just travel, get out of their little towns and or huge towns and go someplace and do something very fun and social like. Well, long drive either way. Oh, thanks, Viruk. I'm really tired, but that's all right. If I fall asleep, maybe send Bold at me or something. No, I'm not gonna fall asleep. Like I slept for 8 hours, I think. So I don't know why, but sometimes you're just tired. Yeah, an LVO podcast summary would be nice. Was a Neverborn player who won, right? Don't recall the name, but yeah, I saw that the Neverborn player used a whole lot of different monsters. Used Baracus in a game, I saw. Me and Guslada spoke right before you joined in. I've tried Baracus for the first time and I had a blast. It felt a bit mean, actually. Would be fun to try him in Neverborn. I've only ever played Marcus in Arcanists. Sorry about the noise in the background. That's the dishwasher. It should be done right about, I don't know, very soon at least. Slight mistiming with that. I think it's done now, actually. It might beep in the noise. Loves attention, that dishwasher. Nick Collins, Canadian, played Neverborn 1. Iron Scorpius. Oh, nice. So, unless I'm mistaken, the Iron Scorpius is where you play a different leader every game. I think one of the leaders he played was also Hinamatsu, which is probably the most popular henchman leader. Like you can play a henchman as a leader in 50 soulstones, but barely anyone ever does. But like, seems like there's some merit to using Hinamatsu. Virus, I was curious, what are those objects in the cloud? Those are metallic plates. There are some cogs cartwheels and just some plates. I confess I have not read the story about English Ivan and Malfoy Burns. So I'm not entirely sure, but like, I think he's he's conjuring up some metal to protect himself. All sneaky like. Hinamatsu in run 3. Cool. Hinamatsu is one mean miniature. She is scary. Yeah, I think so. But again, I might be wrong since I'm lagging behind on the story a bit. I'm not always very good at, like sitting down on the sofa reading a short story for a while. Something I want to get better at. Always end up sitting, painting, and listening to audiobooks at the same time. And Reach Side Broadcast is great for that, but I really want to be able to relax and just physically read more than I do. Maybe I can try and get a routine of like doing that, like 30 minutes every day at least. If anyone has any advice, you're more than welcome to voice them or chat them, I guess. Bad hair day. 11. Funny thing about the guys coming down from Canada, none of them were actually from Canada originally. They're from all over the world and just happened to end up living in Canada. Oh, yeah? I guess Colin sounded like, well, I don't know. Didn't sound very Canadian, I guess. 2 from the UK, 1 from South Africa, 1 from Australia, 1 from Sweden. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Canada is sometimes spoken about like, oh, yeah, it's like Sweden, but huge. Not sure it's simple as that, but nature is a little similar, at least. Unlike climate. Nick is from Sweden. Oh, cool. It's not typically a Swedish surname, so I didn't guess. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, he has some cool tech gauntlet. It does, yeah. Maybe we can just say that, like this is it's a gizmo, right? Or a thingy. What word would you prefer? Gauntlet gizmo thingy. Yeah. Speaking of gizmos, I watched Matrix Resurrections yesterday. That was probably the most meta film I've ever seen. Like, I'm not sure I thought it was great, but like it was certainly interesting. And like Wachowski corny as expected. But yeah. Who in Malifaux is the most Matrix, you think? Imagine if we had Steampunk Matrix or just, you know. Is it Rusty Alice? Maybe. Maybe we just swap out Morpheus for Sandeep. Oh, yeah, of course. Dreamer. And Dreamer himself is dreaming, and yet it's kind of real. So, yeah, Dreamer is very Matrix. You are correct. Good one. Nexus. Yeah, yeah. First Matrix film was the first time I watched a DVD. I was the future, you know? Such good image. So I didn't want swirly shadow bits have the same tone as the same hue as the metals. So that's why we're adding some kind of purple gray. Cosmata says, I still have the huge brick of DVDs of all three Matrix movies and the Matrix. Yeah, like. It's worth hanging on to. Oops. So we're gonna paint Jin later. Do you think he see like inspired by someone? Do you know anything nifty about the Jin character? Looks mysterious enough. Can you please be quiet, dishwasher? It does make some strange sounds. It's gonna be done very, very soon. I think this is like the home stretch for it. Yeah, unfortunately, the dishwasher is like right outside this room, so where there's a little bit of noise. Now it's beeping for attention. Now it's done. Thank you for your patience. So, any of you people have anything cool on the paint table right now? I want to try and find time this weekend to do something for the the art challenge that McBluff announced a week ago. Just want to find some time to join that. Boomstick24 says, currently painting Double Agent myself. Nice. Gotta say, you're doing the smart thing by painting the shadow magic separately. As much as I dislike painting walls in different parts, it's a bit of a pain to get all the swirls once it's all together. Yeah, and I feel you. Like, I prefer to not have many sub-assemblies. But if, like, sometimes it's really useful. And sometimes you just end up being clumsy building them, like assembling them afterwards, and then you get glue in your shit. So there's some merit to not having too many sub-assemblies too, but at least if you're clumsy. But yeah. After Zoraida, Kurgan and Mama Z conversions. Nice. Nice. I really like Zoraida. Witches are cool. Hope it turns up without any hiccups. I've got an old Zoraida laying somewhere. You know, the one where she's stirring a pot. First edition. Should paint her sometime. There's a lot of things I should paint. And when trying Marcus Alpha, Barcus, I felt like, hey, why didn't I paint Ferdinand Vogel and his friend? Sent from Australia. Oh. Yeah. Hope you don't get any extra, like, custom charges and stuff. I had to pay some that stuff for some basing materials I bought recently. And I mean, it's nicer not to have to pay it. Yeah, plenty of cool stuff. Like the Marcus and Lord Cooper box and the McMorning Cape box, and yeah, for sure. I've been thinking a bit about like alternate models to use for, like limited edition crews or like conversions of existing Malifaux models to make them fit in with other crews and stuff. Like, because there are some awesome Nightmare Edition boxes and stuff like that. Kind of feel like, I guess if you play, say, the Kansas Nephilims, the Mer people, Reef Dwellers, and folks, guess you could use some Gibbering Horde stuff, maybe some conversions. So what in the upcoming section are you looking forward to the most? Neverborn Star is pretty exciting, I find. I wonder which starter is going to be after Neverborn. We don't know that yet, right? Hello, McBluff. How are you doing? Nice seeing you here. Mentioned your art challenge earlier, and I'm really going to try and find some time to do something for it, to do some drawing this weekend, maybe. All the Neverborn stuff looks amazing. Yeah, I agree. Like, Neverborn are often really getting hot stuff. McBluffles. That's a good name. So how are you doing, McBluff? Oh, I already asked that because now I got the answer. All right, cool. Got any cool? That's good. So you're gonna be the DM. It's good. You're excited. Got some cool stuff cooking for your players. Nice. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm very tired, so like my brain is pretty slow today, but bear with me. I can't say bear with me without thinking, like imagining a bear with me. It's just the way I am. Cool. It was a great initiative, so I'm gonna join in. Just sometimes I'm a bit of an optimist when it comes to time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I just don't have as much time as I wish sometimes, but I should find some. And I need to practice drawing. I've focused quite a lot on miniatures for a while, and do feel a little rusty with the pen. So I'm kind of liking this sort of lilac-y gray with a colder, darker gray underneath. Maybe we need to blend them together a little bit though. So like when people play Through the Breach, do you use like miniatures for combat and stuff? Like a lot of people who play D&D do? Or is it just like purely non-physical? I know like a lot of Swedish RPGs, rarely is there a focus on miniatures. There are actually quite a lot of Swedish RPGs, like Tales from the Loop and Mutant, and I worked a little bit on artwork for a Swedish RPG called Troubleshooters. That was fun. Still want to try Through the Breach. Like my role-playing friends tend to play other games, but yeah, I did play a bit of Blades in the Dark. That was a lot of fun, and it doesn't seem like it's too far from Malifaux aesthetically and lore-wise. Yeah. I've got a soft spot for, like, there are a lot of Swedish RPGs, but I've got a soft spot for Dungeons and Dragons. I guess a lot of it is just nostalgia and having grown up with Baldur's Gate and Torment and games like that. There is so much to play that's not D&D. Like, if you're only playing D&D, I guess that's fine, but I guess, like, missing out Through the Breach and stuff. Like, I'm not super knowledgeable when it comes to Through the Breach, but someday, you know, hope the campaign's gonna go well. Sure it will. Oh, is the camera a little bit out of focus, or is that connection? It looks pretty good now. It's just okay. So got some slanish gray, but also some rust gray, and I'm trying to blend them together to, like, sometimes adding a little bit of black to just work this together. That's good. Nice to hear. Then when Jean is done, I'm gonna ruffle these. It's gonna be fun, and details on that will be coming in the future. does your campaign focus on any particular setting or part of Malifaux? McBluff wonders what my favorite Burns character is in terms of painting so far. Ivan is not my first. I've painted Misaki before, and I painted. I painted Nellie on the stream too, actually. So yeah, this, unless I'm forgetting something, this is the third Malifaux Burns title I'm painting. So Nellie, Misaki, and Ivan. I think Ivan was a lot of fun. Just breezed through it, kind of, or the main mini. And it's just pretty elegant and cool and interesting. Misaki was the hardest. She was a little frustrating because she's a little shorter than the others, and she's got some sculpted detail that's very fine. And like I had a little bit of trouble distinguishing some details with my eyes. Maybe I should have had like something to augment my vision, you know. But Nellie was a lot of fun too. Nellie's she just looks so crazy too. So maybe, yeah, I don't know. Okay, see you, Eric. Nice of you to pop by. All right, you said one shot, so one session based on Mardi Gras. Just get a selection of quarantine zone is overrun with festivities and parties trying to escape. Nice. Sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. So, McBluff, did you paint any titles? Or any Malifaux Burn stuff? I really like just painting people in suits and ties and dresses, like painting humans. I think that's a lot of fun. Monsters and big Ribleys are fun too, though. I don't have the Jackdaw of the Malifaux Burns box that Nelly came in because I bought that together with a friend who's got Jackdaw, and then we got shared custody of Dear August. Did undercoat August today, actually. Never painted a meanie? What? Just doesn't interest you? Well, that's fine, I guess. I think. Is this fine? Yeah, maybe you should just paint a mini. I mean, thing with minis that they're small, you know? Doesn't have to take a lot of time. You need to paint a mini. It is, of course, totally fine to just be a weirdo and play weird games and not paint miniatures. It's just a little uncommon, I guess. Doesn't mean it's yeah. Words. I'm tired. Oh yeah. Is there nobody in your area that can like teach you the game? Give you an intro? I guess. I mean, like COVID might be in the way, but yeah, yeah. 2D gives you a lot when it comes to painting minis. Agree with Coslado there. It can be a nice change of pace. Mike Bluff can hand out the distraction keyword for sure. Condition for sure. Keyword. That'd be my keyword, maybe. The confused keyword. Baron gamer wise, where do you live? Maybe that was a creepy question. Like, don't be too specific. The land of barren games. Maybe we'll add some white. But it's not strange with like these hobbies. Like some like to paint, some like to play games, some like the lore. A lot of people like several of those things, but not necessarily partake in all of them. That's totally fine. These kind of multifaceted hobbies. It's gonna be your hobby, so you do what you like to do. But then again, trying new things is also something that can be a lot of fun and rewarding. So, yeah. Adding a little bit of white to the Slanish gray to keep highlighting this, focusing on the ridges. We're kind of using the same techniques as if we paint like clothes of Ivan, like we did earlier, and these details are very well defined. You can often just drag your side of your brush over an area to hit it quite easily. It's much easier than if you try and hit everything with a tip. And now I don't know if we want to take this any further. I'm not sure we want to make it brighter because, I mean, he's a shadow mage, right? Louisiana. Oh, yeah, that's a little. Yeah, I understand. No, I mean, like, if you got no real need for it, then that's fine. Like, or you could just go to a con sometime and try it out. Cons can be fun. Can, of course, be a little scary if you've never been, but it can also be pretty rewarding. Nice, soft, dreamy colors. Just almost kind of therapeutic to paint these swirly magic energies or whatever. Not a big fan of Louisiana, huh? Hmm. Well, can't say I've been all ever been to Miami. I'm sure I'll go to someplace in the US again. Before I grow old and die. My roomie is from Pennsylvania, actually. Yeah, I know Miami's in Florida. It was apropos of the US. I'm sorry, I just wanted to be part of the discussion, I guess. Like, uh, no, been there. Yeah, no, it's not in Louisiana. No worries. That's totally fine. I might be a little confusing today. So what are you gonna paint next, Coslado? Some spots in the states just aren't designed for community. Why is that? Is it that like some places are just some towns are very focused on a specific profession? Like you got a lot of industry or stuff like that, and they've not really made um, community possible? Or is it like huge distances or something? I feel like community is important. I guess not necessarily to everyone, but like in general. Currently cleaning office because LPO preparations absolutely crashed my workspace. Yeah, I can imagine. Mm-mm-mm. Sometimes you just have to clean your workspace. I'm the same way. I'm getting there here too, actually. The need to clean up a little bit. Just paint pots everywhere, brushes, unis, creative chaos. So is this kind of done? Maybe. Still have the base to do, of course. I'm gonna make the base a bit similar to that of Misaki, probably. Sounds good. A messy workplace can be very stressful. It can be easier to focus if you clean it up a bit. My cleaning is often done in like spontaneous bursts. Like I'm like, nope, no, this will not do. Just clean for a little while and then get distracted, or be like, nah, this is good enough. Oh, come to think of it, dried paint, just pulling off dried paint from stuff. You guys like that too? Do you find it, because I find it really satisfying, just pulling it off a palette. Strange thing to ask, maybe. It is quite satisfying, yeah. Shall we do it? Let's do it. Let's see. When you paint stuff, you gotta, you get to do things like this. This is my wet palette, by the way. I don't think I've ever shown it. It looks horrible because I use like the lid of it as a regular palette. So it looks horrible. But yeah, this is my wet palette. And this is what it looks like right before I'm switching to a new sheet of paper. It's not always this messy. But like, there's a lot of paint here. And I mean, this kind of stuff is a little satisfying, right? I'm making y'all twitchy. Yeah. I mean, look at this paint. This is so fun. Satisfying. I'm going to start the next miniature soon, I promise. But now I just felt like I need to do this. Yeah, satisfying. Whew. Yeah, we entered the ASMR territory. And yeah. Did not warn word about this. But like, you gotta go, or something. So some people are gonna think this is fun. Some people are like, what the hell did you do with your palette? I used it as a palette. No? Nothing strange with that, right? Okay. Yeah. This is an old P3 palette underneath here. Promise. So Jin, huh? We're gonna paint Jin. And we're probably gonna base Jin and Ivan next time. Okay, for this, I'm done with that. Now I need to put more paint on here for future shenanigans. But yeah, we painted a swirly magic thing. Painted Ivan, and it's gonna look cool on the base, I'm sure. Weird ASMR session terminated. I think it's time to bring out Jim. Jim, where'd you go? Jim there. There we got him. He was on a little board on the floor. where I'd undercoated him. He's got a lovely pose, being like, I can kind of see or hear the Metal Gear Solid sound. Seeing Jin's model. You see what I mean? And then you get an exclamation mark, and that's it, Keen. I'm working. Top of his head. So I'm peeling paint again, but from the underside of his feet. And I'm gonna mount him on a cork as per usual. And I'm peeling off this because like gluing stuff on paint, most important for the feet. Glue on paint doesn't really work well. Okay. And we're super gluing him to the cork. Don't feel the need for fancy model holders. I'm just using cork. That works for me. And I'm gluing him to the cork. There we go. I'll hold it for a while. So I think we're gonna paint Jin in kind of like the box art. Because I mean, purple is fun to paint. I think we're gonna start off by painting his skin. I've spoken about this before, and there are a couple of reasons why you might want to do that. And one of them, which I know I've said before, is that it's really nice to start with the face when the face is for sure going to be a focal point of the miniature. So then you can balance all the other colors around that. Didn't manage to glue him on very well. But sometimes some parts of a miniature can be tricky to reach. And often the skin is like one of those parts. Like it's the innermost surface. So it's the hardest to reach. So I'm going to start off by base coating Jin's face in rosy skin. Look up a picture of Jin. She's got a pretty pale skin. She's wearing gloves. Yeah. Got a bit of a goatee, right? I think. Don't have to be super tidy at this stage. We'll just paint over this for his facial hair later. His goggles. And I haven't done this, but I guess it's not a bad idea to just read the short story summary of the character before painting. Might give you an idea or two on how you want to paint the character. There's like something in the personality you wanna like enhance or bring forward in some way. Oh, that's hair. Oopsie. It's fine. I wonder if I scared people off with the paint peeling. Be a little spontaneous at times, I guess. Okay, so let's paint some purple while that dries. I'm going to use Citadel Nagaroth Knight to start out. And I'm going to paint it over most of his jacket, just kind of blending into shadow magic stuff. So I guess we can blend it into a gray color later. And we'll it's a little thick here. Just add a little bit of water and even it out. So I'm going to avoid some crevices, like in this area. I'm going to leave it black underneath this ridge, sort of. And shadow we want. If anyone's wondering, I'm using a Raphael 8404 brush, a size 1. I like using the size 1 for most things on this scale. Yes, kitty. Gonna get more food later. Promise. Kitty would like to send a cry for help out into the ether. And she says she's being starved. So if anyone wants to send help, please do. Save the starving kitty from starvation, I guess. Purple is a nice, kind of soothing color to paint, I find. It's just nice, you know? Jin certainly seems to like purple. It's one stylish dude. This sort of tie or whatever it's called. It's also purple in the artwork. Got a match. Now Jin has some really cool abilities. Like I love the operatives in the Explorers Society and the ability to count as a friendly for the enemy is just really fun. No, I'm one of you guys. I'm a heel too. Silly undercover agents of Malifaux. And your silly interactions. That's alright, that's not. Proud of you for cleaning. Cat said, burp. Not sure if that's like her saying she's not proud of me, or if she's concurring, or what's up with that. I don't know. What do you think? Should the coat be the same color on the inside? What do you think? Where is Yuppie J when we need him? He likes saving people. I mean, painting distress. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the viewers kind of left that game. I don't know. Maybe you scared them off. Meow. Meow. It's pretty cool, Mimi. Pretty dynamic. Certainly not a boring miniature. It's got swirly magical shadow bits. No? Okay. We tidy up some mistakes with a little bit of black. Some creases in the fabric. Folds. Okay. And I think I'll go back in with some Xerius purple from Citadel. So purple one shade brighter. You might want to do an in-between color. We can also add that in some places later. I'll just paint a little bit and see if that works. Can paint a little bit of like a mix of Nagor's Night and Xerius Purple to get more of a transition between the dark and mid-tone purple. That's quite all right, McBluff. Pinsel says, Mahal site. What? Hi? I'm sorry, but I don't really understand that. But welcome to the stream, where we paint stylish purple shadow magic spy dudes. Operatives. Mud site, painting time, Mahal site, greeting at lunchtime. Oh, nifty. Yeah. That's some kind of rule. Like, there's always going to be talk about food on my stream. Speaking of, I'm going to try and start streaming a little bit on my own channel again. It's been quite a while since I did that. And I've not decided when, like, if I'm going to have a specific day, I'm going to try and stream some painting, or if I'll switch it up. But I think I'm going to do that. Oh, that goes for the others too. Food talk. So interesting. Guess it's because of when we stream. Coinciding with different people's lunch and dinner times around the globe. Guzlad is the biggest offender. Okay. Guzlad says, I love food. So do I. I don't blame you. Do not blame you. Play Word Cookbook. Yeah. Sure. I actually made Satan the other day. That should fit in there, right? And no, this is not about Satan. It's a gluten based vegan kind of meat substitute, I guess. It's pretty fun to make. And then you can say Hail Satan and be like, hee hee. You said Hail Satan. Spelled differently, of course. You don't want a Bandersnatch in your meal? Bandersnatch is cool. And it falls into the category of like spiders and spider-like creatures that I'm quite alright with as a miniature. I've seen some spider miniatures where I'd be like, nope, nope, hard nope. So I was wondering if I should paint the coat or jacket the same color inside, or if I should do like some other material. Kind of painting the same areas twice here a lot of the time because quite transparent these paints. Not extremely, but a little bit. No, don't eat Major. Major's a wise pig. Consult his wisdom instead. Then maybe eat afterwards if you feel like you have to. Also, don't eat plastic miniatures. It's not good for you. Okay, so what about an even lighter purple? Where did I put it? I need to put it here, right? There it is. The Jean Stila purple. Okay, so with the Jean Stila purple, I'm going to go in and pick out the raised parts of any folds in the fabric. They are Citadel paints, yes. Do you use a lot of Citadel paints? Some Reaper, sometimes a little bit of Vallejo. Not a huge fan of Army Painter, actually. But there are quite a lot of good paints out there. Yeah, that is for sure where the inspiration is from for Old Major. Yeah, I heard good things about Scale 75 too. Well, Vallejo is very easy to find in Sweden, at least. Cat indeed. She's sitting there staring at me, being like, "You gonna give me food soon?" Glad you like it anyway, even if it is gene stealer infested. You dislike Citadel paints? I dislike their whites, but otherwise tend to like them. And yeah, cat indeed. She replied to that. Should have a cat cam. How many of them have cats? I know at least two of us do. I think more, right? My cat is generally respectful of miniatures, though she does like to jump onto the gaming table and walk around. It's very exciting. We're four with cats. Because not as dogs. I love dogs too. My sister's got dogs. Sisters as in plural. Sitkin did topple a wine bottle onto Sandeep once, which broke his Gada. The Gada was broken. Yes. It was very dramatic. It's a little peculiar Sandeep is a Sikh wizard or the Sikhs forbid magic, as far as I know. But I like Sandeep. It's cool. I mean, it's alternate history, so. Yeah, dog. What kind of dogs do you have again? I've forgotten. And did the cleaning go well? Do the dogs help with the cleaning? My cat is rubbish at cleaning. Just cleans herself, nothing else. Two dachshunds and one Chihuahua Corgi mutt. Aw, you gotta send me pictures. I'm quite partial to corgis myself. Oh, I need to paint my Animal Adventures doggos. Just been sitting on a shelf since the Kickstarter. Those are some charming models. Love that Malifaux has so many animals in it. Actually, played a Mole Man again. Last game. First time I played a Mole Man in a long time. I was like, fuck yeah, Mole Man. It's gonna be sick. And then Nikima was like, nope. Chop. That was sad. Nikima also killed my bird. So that was also sad. Dog is indeed here, and so is Ferak. Do I butcher your name? Ferak. It looks cool. Maybe I'm butchering it though. I'm sorry. How are you doing? Half of Doug is here. But it's probably his best half because he's really nice. Dog's usually nice though. Logic still stands. Ferak. Cool. I shall try and remember. Oh, it's called Dackel. In Sweden, we call dachshund tax. Spelled like tax. I don't know why, but they're tax. Oh, darn those people stealing your usernames before you register. Still kind of stealing. Horrible. That does amuse me too. I just kind of assumed that Germans would call Dachshund Dachshund. My uncle had a Dachshund or Tax or Dackel. Uh, that dog's name was Schubert. My sisters have, one of them's got a Berner Senner, and the other one's got a Golden Retriever. And the Berner Senner is huge, but whenever you see him in a picture, he doesn't look huge because, like, his anatomy just kind of childish. Like, he's got a really big head, so it just doesn't look huge. It's a little peculiar. My club says I told my friends you're painting Jean Baccarat, and two of them are now hyper, then hype because they love Jean Baccarat, and the other friend is quickly losing her sanity. Why is she losing her sanity? That doesn't seem like a good thing. Should we call somebody? So, do you know anything about Jean Baccarat? I must do some research for next time because I don't know he's an agent working for Misaki and Ivan, but other than that, I don't know. There's no saving her. Oh, but like, does she like Jin, but is losing her mind, or does she hate Jin and is therefore losing her mind? Ich habe 7 Jahre Deutsch gelernt, aber mein Deutsch ist jetzt sehr rustig. Ah, German is rusty. That's not very nice to Misaki. Someone should tell her. What do Ivan and Misaki think of each other? Hate so much our friends love you. Oh, okay. The Jin hype, huh? Do they love Jin for the story? For like his amazing style? or the gameplay. Yeah, it makes sense to me too, I guess. It did amuse me when someone actually said that, like, Marcus and Lord Cooper are basically Roadrunner and Coyote. It's a little amusing. It's funny. Both of their respective main keywords. Yeah. Yeah, I don't play either of them myself. But I love that he's got the undercover rule thingy. Just so many fun applications to that. Like, I'm with you guys. Ich kann mehr sprechen und verstehen, als ich kann schreiben. Talk better than you can write, I think that means. That is possible you could understand some Swedish too. It's got similarities with German. Like, there are a whole bunch of words that are like, yeah, those words are very similar. But then a lot of words that just aren't too. I feel like progress slowed down a little bit, depending on Jean. I don't know why, maybe my fatigue. Je suis très fatigué. Very European stream today. Woohoo! Pinselklexa. Is that pinsel as in pencil, as in brush? Yes, oh, cool. And the Swedish and German words for brush are very similar. Pinsel and pencil. Okay. So in Swedish, that might be penseldroppar, maybe. Have a great lunch. Nice of you to pop by. Glad you had a good time at LVO. So I added a little bit of white to the Gene Stealer purple. to highlight a little bit more in some select areas. And it seems like a pretty fancy coat, so I don't mind it looking a little shiny, like it's a lot of depth. But I don't think we should make these highlights much brighter. Probably. Oops, out of the camera shot. Where in Germany do you live? I was in Berlin last fall. Or this fall. You know what I mean. Really like Berlin. But I've also been to Leipzig. Maybe I've asked you earlier. I'm not sure. Sometimes I forget. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of flesh wash onto Jin's skin. And then I'm gonna take a little break, or 5 or 6 minutes. So my cat doesn't kill me. I don't want that. Okay, so wash the face. And yeah, this must be fun. See you in 5 or 6 minutes. Hello. Hi, Spiredine. How are you doing? Right, your cat. Cat needs his butt petted. Hmm. I'm glad I don't need that to eat. But yeah, give my cat a little snack. Give myself a little snack. Thanks. I'm back. Ah, yes. Ivan and Jean. Well, let's work a little bit on Jean's face. Face needs some work. And it's gonna look a little weird until we've blocked in his facial hair. But we're going back in with some rosy shadow. We painted it rosy shadow and then washed it with blush wash. And now we're repainting rosy shadow onto, right, that's his hair, onto any but the most, the deepest areas. Oh, well, that's nice. Some meetings can be really frustrating. It takes up a lot of people's time, and you don't get like you're stressed. So I'm glad it wasn't one of those meetings. Being my own boss, I have some frustrating meetings with myself. Nah. There's a little bit of a spot there. Just shaved a miniature. You gotta do what you gotta do. And then a little bit of rosy skin. Painting an increasingly smaller layers, leaving some of the last layers showing. Not an awful lot of skin showing on the miniatures in this box. They're mostly covered up in clothes and lots of hair, goggles and stuff. Okay, and some Reaper rosy highlight. Highlighting the forehead a little bit and jaws. I feel like we need to, all right, the nose too. Need to block in his facial hair because it just feels weird with skin paint on a lot of hair. So that's hair. And that's her. Welcome to Is That Her? I play weird. It's not a popular segment, but it pops up now and then. You know, bit of a filler. Goatee. Am I painting Frank Zappa? Or is that exclusively Francois territory? Whoops, we painted that mustache a bit too far out. I'm going to try and rectify that. Wow. How did we manage that? Mistakes were made. Gene from the darkest timeline. Yeah, maybe. Could be, could be. What is... Gotta get in closer. This is supposed to be his eyebrow. Maybe? Oh man. No one wants to play. Teach your kiddo to play. Maybe. Someone should play with Spiridine. It's a sharp dresser, this Jane character. I think we're gonna pick up some rust gray and lock in his shirt. We're then gonna highlight it up to be brighter. Let's paint his gloves with this color too. No game in 6 months? That's sad. Are people being careful because of COVID? Or is it just happenstance? Hope you'll get a game in soon. Someone should step up. Can't have this. Ajin Baccara per the platypus meme. I don't even know the per the platypus meme, so but feel free to share it with me. And you can I don't know, bask in my confusion. Okay, so mixing a little bit of Macragge blue and some black paint. I'm gonna overbrush Jin's hair, getting this not quite black paint on the raised areas of his hair. Oh no, yeah, console games. It's unfortunate. So I want very cold black hair to kind of match one I did on Misaki. And obviously it'll fade into these shadowy bits. So it'll fade into gray, I'm thinking. Phineas and Ferb. No. Phineas. Ferb. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I remember being so happy when Weird shared my little meme with Keanu Reeves with Lynch's head stuck on top of him saying, "You're brilliant." And I felt pretty good about having that shared. It's like, they noticed me. They thought my meme was good. Cute Disney show about two stepbrothers. Okay. Yeah, I don't follow Disney much, so no, I missed that. So there's a platypus in it, I'm guessing. The platypus is a magnificent animal. One might even say it's neat. Aww. Thank you, Spiredine. Thank you. Oops. Then maybe add a little bit of rust gray to that mix. Brighten it up a bit. The hair. And Maybe should have used Fenrisian Gray, actually. Well, I want to make it a little bit brighter. Still a little bit blue. Look at McBluff educating me on some Disney highlights. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, that does sound pretty fun, although does sound a little sad that the sister just like gets to be the party pooper. Hope she has some fun too. Can't have the boys doing all the fun stuff, you know? Doofenshmirtz. What the hell? That's not very nice of his mom. I like the sound of the platypus. Yeah. Hey, is it two platypuses or two platypi? I'm pretty sure it's platypuses. But platypi sounds pretty funny. Oh no, my platypi. It was in the oven for too long. You think it is platypi? Nice! Nice. Brilliant. Platypodes? Ooh. Platypod racing. Could also be platypussycats. I think that works. My gene looks a little old. A group of platypuses is called a paddle. Oh, nice. I like those group, like specific group names. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a nice little quirk with the English language. I like it. It's like a parliament of crows. All that jazz. Pride of horror cats. Hmm. Yeah. Like, I really want sloths in Malifaux. There should be a proxy for the model sloth that is just a sloth with an instrument. Or I shall have to make one myself. I'm glad we got Murder Moose. in The Damned. I tend to call it dödsmördar-älgen in Swedish. Death killer moose. Elk thingy. 1 AP? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Like, in the start phase, this miniature gains slope. But it would also have the rule stealth. And that's neat. I'm pretty sure it would also have laugh off. Or something like that. Or you should put the gym meme. I don't know. You can send it to me on Discord. Or you can put it in the chat if you know a good way to do that. What? Shouldn't Calypso have a rule that if it runs into the dam, we get a moose collision? That does sound funny, but I also feel stupid because I don't understand. Oh, because it's a vehicle? I mean, yeah. Remove one of the good things on the Calypso card and just add that. And maybe the model is fixed too. Because it's a bit too much. What? Like the Greek reference in Calypso. Yeah, so this hair didn't turn out quite as blue as Misaki's, but that's fine. It's just not as fabulous. Maybe. I don't know. Could also just tint it a little bit. I also think we need to add a little bit of black back into hair because he's starting to look all gray haired. That's not quite what we're going for. Okay, maybe let's glaze it a little bit with some cracked blue, and then I'll put some more black into it. Nice. Brightening up that shirt a bit. And then maybe some pure white, or almost pure. Some off-white to highlight the gloves. Actually, just drawing horizontal lines to pick up like creases in the gloves. A nice and quick way to do it. Fancy white gloves. So, Spyrodine, when you do get a game in, what keyword are you eager to play? The most eager to play? Is it Kirai? Kirai 2 and McMorning 2. Yeah, those are cool. I want to try them too. Both seem really good. Faced McMorning 2 once. That was scary. Really scary. You think Kirai is the stronger of the two? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that box too. Molly and Nikki Mama. Did you try the Molly title? I feel like it's one of those titles that can be difficult to understand, and then if you put it on the table, maybe it clicks. Maxine 2 was kind of like that, at least for me. really confused reading her card, and then when I played her, it's like, okay, oh, I think I get it. It's a crazy model. Right, we were gonna add a little bit of black to the hair. Maybe wrestlers are just good looking. Maybe call them living impaired instead. That's nicer. So I'm painting black lines in between these highlights to make the highlights a little thinner, because there was so much highlighting on there that his hair, which I want black, started to look gray. So I'm kind of reinforcing the black. Just something I feel like you need to do at times. Differently alive. Indeed. Mustache looks a little gray. You know, I think this box is really stylish. God, no. I mean, they're sharp dressers. I think they can give the dressers a bit of a run for their money. Paint those goggles, some light blue. A highlight at the lower part, like the brightest at the lower part, and then you might want to do a little white dot at the top for a little shine. And then maybe let's start painting the hashtag swirly shadow bits a blue-gray. Using some rust gray mixed with a little bit of black. Well, a little bit of black. Got a bit of word salad there. Squirrely shadow bits. Yes, they are indeed. He's looking quite squirrely. Quite squirrely. Speech is difficult. Okay? So I'm leaving the recesses black. A little bit of them at least. And I guess we'll work a little bit of like a fade into this. So like the purple fades into the gray, I guess. You have ice cream. That's nice. I actually got ice cream in my freezer too. So I don't feel threatened. I want to acknowledge that you have ice cream. And I think you deserve it. But I'm glad I do as well. I might not bring out my ice cream, but I feel a bit more secure knowing that it's there. You know? Then, of course, we need to paint his trousers too. But we're not going to finish this one today. We're going to finish Jin next week. What kind of ice cream is it? Twix ice cream. Sounds pretty good. Yeah. I think I've got salted caramel in the freezer. I think that's what I bought. I'm not entirely sure when I laid it, but you know, it's good to have a little backup ice cream. Just like it's good to have like a backup soulstone, you know? Kind of like Lilith didn't. Never forget. Like a beer. Yeah, it's nice. As left to pay respects. Never forget Lilith. Nobody, they were all out of soulstones. Really sucks. You don't want that to happen. Yeah? It's an ice cream soulstone Segway. Glad you liked it. I thought it was smooth as ice cream. No. Mm. Maybe some slanish gray. Mm. Almost out of time. Yeah. Yeah, we are. We're running out of time. And Kim and the lovely Night bot, the best bot, posted my all socials. Thanks for the share. Yeah. So it's been nice painting with you guys tonight. And oh, yeah, there's not going to be a second stream. Host is feeling unwell. Host is also the Swedish word for cough. So that's something. Something very random. I hope you're feeling better soon. Yeah. And see you guys next time. Stay weird, have fun, and paint meanies.